Are Millwall about to do the funniest thing ever and knock Frank Lampard and Coventry City out of the playoffs? It's the hope that kills us, and we are back still talking about what could be the best thing that's ever happened in any championship season. Millwall crashing the playoffs. Welcome back. We've got Charlie back with us to talk about the latest result, of course, review the Blackburn game, and also talking about that win this Easter Monday. Was it the best from Cundall that we've seen all season? Some fans seem to think so. We're also getting Charlie to choose his favourite home game for the season and the goal of the season award as well. Thank you for being back with us. Right then, Charlie, I'm guessing after the drubbing a little bit at Ewood Park, you must have thought yourself this is all over, but the results have gone massively in your favour today. Is this still on?
Yeah, I think I said last week, I think we could maybe afford to have lost one of our last few games. And I think we were all hoping that it would fall to that last day against Burnley. But in typical Millwall fashion, we lost to the team who have been struggling the most in the league. And not only lost, we got absolutely battered by them. I think there could be excuses made in the sense that the big injuries that we've had to our goalkeepers, which is not helpful. After Jensen's probably best game he's had, now out for months on months with an Achilles. Obviously not the best. And then obviously our second choice keeper's not available, and we end up going with the young youth goalie, who, I mean, I don't think we can blame him for any of the goals, but I'm not necessarily saying he's a championship starter. But yeah, it was a bit of a calamity performance. It was almost as if the pressure got the better of the players and they just seemed to bottle it, really.
The Twitter feed after that game was all saying the same thing as, well, you know, same old Millwall. You build our hopes up and then you dash them. But again, today, Norwich, who I think are awful, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, it was probably the worst Norwich team I've seen.
Not a great Norwich side at all. Came to the Den, and you swatted them away, and with losses for Middlesbrough and Coventry and Bristol City, it's like the stars are perfectly aligned now for you to go and beat Swansea, beat Burnley, and gatecrash them playoffs. Crazy things have happened, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. I think you can say that. Yeah, as long as the results keep going our way, which it seems like they're going to, hopefully, then we can keep dreaming. But yeah, I think it's going to come all down to that last game at Burnley, and I mean they're promoted now, so hopefully they have a bit less to play for.
Absolutely, have some hangovers. Let's look at some social media takes on it. Fred says, and just like that, right back in it again. Massive credit to the team and Alex Neil to win this mission. 2 cup finals left. What a club. P.S. Ivanovic is a joke. Yeah, talk to me about Ivanovic.
Yeah, I mean, up to 11 goals this season, I think it is from all in his debut season. It's a bit surreal, really. If you look back to the beginning of the season, Neil Harris was saying he wasn't ready for first team action, and now he's double figures, probably our best player out there at the moment. Yeah, long way to continue. Hopefully next season he gets a full season, full pre-season with all the lads, and hopefully we've got a 20-goal striker on hand.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom tweet here, Sol says, it still makes me laugh to this day that someone called the Ivanovic signing wasteful. What a player. Adam says, Sturge and Aziz were unreal down that left, and the best shift I've seen from Cundall since his first game. There are quite a few, Charlie, that were saying that was amazing from Cundall. He's, you know, I mean, he's had his critics. I think we've said his name negatively on here a few times. But yeah, was that one of his better games you've seen from him?
Yeah, I think recently he was criticised a lot for going missing during games. And I think today he's been dropped for a few games. Obviously, Honeyman's out injured this game, and he had his chance to prove that he deserves to be in the starting lineup. And I think he wanted to prove that he could be there. He was chasing everything. And it's the sort of performance you want to see from a player like him, because he has it in his locker. So I think we should see it every week.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple more. AFC says Zach Sturge, Femi Aziz, Saville, and the BFS were the best of a great bunch today. Played unreal and has reeled us all back in. I mean, I hate to dampen this kind of spirit that we have here, but have you noticed who's top of the form league at the moment?
Is it Swansea?
It is Swansea, yeah. They've won 5 on the bounce. They've got this real good feeling around their new manager, Alan Sheehan, who's the caretaker manager, and they've got the young lad from Nottingham Forest in the middle of the park at the moment, who is just unreal. So
Yeah.
I do worry for this weekend's game. If you beat Swansea, then I'm going to have full faith that you're going to go to Turf Moor and smash it. But does it worry you a little bit?
A little bit, but in the same breath, last week we were top of the form table, playing bottom of the form table, Blackburn, and we got absolutely destroyed. So in the Championship, you can never count too much on that sort of stuff. But of course, I think I was a big admirer of O'Brien. I sort of wanted him at Millwall. I think his wages were a bit too much for us. But I think Swansea have shown they're a good side. But it's at the Den. It's on a Saturday. Everyone's going to be cheering us on. We've still got that hope. So hopefully that can push us through and hopefully another goal from the BFS and we'll beat him.
Okay. Final tweet then. Bermondsey Bill, who's brilliant on Twitter. If you don't follow him already, says, "Listen, hand on heart, whatever happens between Saturday and Burnley, it's not going to be for the faint-hearted. And I, for one, wouldn't want it in any other way. What a brilliant young team! Imagine if we didn't have 13 effing players out injured." Millwall, and we've got to credit that, haven't we? I know every team's had its injuries, but to be fair, you guys have probably had more than most, and key players as well.
Yeah, I think I can't think of another team who has lost both of its keepers in the last 4 games of the season when you're pushing for the playoffs. So, I mean, we could say our next week for days. I mean, an emergency loan could come in or something like that, but I haven't heard any rumours of that at the moment. But players have come in and stepped up to the plate. Unfortunately, I think it was Blackburn. Sturge wasn't fit enough to play, but he came in today. He must not be 100% fitness because it's only a couple of days difference. But the difference he made to the teams today was unreal. He looked really good on the ball. Off the ball as well, his defensive work was really good. He put in a good shift today, and he's a player who's on loan with us at the moment, but his contract's up in the summer. I've heard little talks behind the scenes. Apparently, there is a deal being worked out. So if we can get him, I think that's a brilliant young signing, bringing in good cover for Joe Bryan, who has been excellent. Unfortunately, he's done his groin. Not sure if we'll see him back for the season, but hopefully we can get as many as we can back, and we just got to hope.
Bro, okay. Before we move on, last week we chose the player of the season. Both you and Callum were instrumental in doing that. Now, I love this from Millwall fans. So Roberts was nominated by so many Millwall fans to the point where the club had to officially write and withdraw him from the choices due to the sensitivities around it. I mean, I love stories like this. I think it's brilliant. But was that the right thing for the club to do? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was a bit of piss boiling from the fans. It was quite funny. I think it would have been fine to see at the end of the season he come out on the pitch and got a trophy, to be honest. But yeah, a little bit of thinks the club could have kept that a bit in house though, and just sort of not count his votes, because obviously that sort of I saw the Daily Mail put another article out, but I think that's number 300 now. So, but yeah, it's I think it was quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we're presuming Tanganga's going to win that hands down, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's at the moment, from what I've seen on Twitter, I think it's very close between him and Denor. So, okay. I mean, they've both been excellent this year. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Right then, let's hand out some more awards and do some more reminiscing. So it's the final home game of the season this weekend as Swansea, as we say, visit the Den. They're not looking forward to it, as you may have already heard on the Swansea podcast. So it's been a long old season. I remember that Watford game at the start of the season, which was just crazy to now, and it's obviously it's the day when everyone says goodbye to each other for the summer. What's been your favourite home game this season, and why?
I think my favourite home game has been Leeds at home. I think it was a great atmosphere that day. It was a bit of a weird one because it was our first experience of a light show down Millwall, which had a lot of people curious as to what that was.
Those two things don't go together, do they? Millwall and light show. Sorry,
it was quite funny. But yeah, it did probably, you could say, do its job. It did actually make the atmosphere a lot better, and it was a brilliant performance from the squad that day. Beat Leeds, which is obviously a plus every time. Yeah. And yeah, I'd say that's probably our best home game of the season. Hopefully, Swansea could be even better.
Absolutely, and you're still the last team to beat Burnley as well. Let's not forget. Yeah. Let's not forget that. Right then. Finally, then this week we're choosing our goal of the season. Now, help us out with this in the comments below. Let us know what's been the best hit you've seen from a Millwall player. Can be in the cup here, of course, as well. We need to count all those goals because you scored some good ones in that in the FA Cup as well. Charlie, what's been what should get this award?
I'm torn between two, and it's both from the same player, and it's Ivanovic's free kick against Preston.
Preston, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great free kick. Or the other goal that's come to mind, which I think is a little bit better just because of the technique, was his volley against Luton. I think that was a great goal on the spin. And then obviously an honourable mention to his crawling on the floor and headbutting it in against Dagenham. I think that's got to be up there as well.
That's not winning any goal of the season competition, is it? But I take your point. Right then, we should call it. What's your favourite Ivanovic goal?
Yeah.
Right, help us out in the comments. There. Which was better, the goal against Preston or the volley against Luton? Or have you got one of your own that Charlie's forgotten? Let us know. Right, Charlie, one more of these to do then. Next week, then we can give you the summer off. Thank you so much for coming back and talking about this. Good luck against Swansea. It's going to be a difficult game. It's definitely going to be money on under 2.5 goals if you're having a little flutter this weekend. Cheers, Charlie. Have a good one. Thank you very much for watching.